Oh my god.
Hi, girlies. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Bria.
How's it going?
Good. I like your shirt.
I like your shirt too.
We have merch.
See this? Our High Girlies merch, and you can't even see. There's a cute little weed leaf on the back of the neck as well.
They're very comfy, cozy.
They are comfy. They're very soft.
Yeah. Shout out to Nico's aunt and uncle, Marco and Chrissy. Christy.
Shishy.
They volunteered to make these shirts for us.
That was so nice, and I love it. I love the V-neck. I love the colors.
I can't wait to wear these out and about.
People are going to be like, oh my God, what is that?
Where'd you get that shirt?
I'm going to say, you can't get it.
It's exclusive.
It's exclusive, bitch. Anyway, speaking of exclusive, what are we smoking today?
We are smoking Garden Society Joyful and Present THCV Rich Mini Pre-Rolls.
These are great. Not for the, I would say, it's a mini pre-roll, but don't feel like you have to finish it.
No, it fucked me up.
What's like, I wonder, is it just like a scratchy?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It got me. I'm in there. It's in there,
Oh,
Sometimes
be careful out
that's
there.
why the edibles are better for recording.
The edibles are awful for recording because by the time it kicks in, we're done with the episode.
No, we just eat it before. I have the fast-acting ones.
You need to, if we're going to do edibles, you need to like take it before you leave your house to come here.
No, it'll hit me in the car.
Then take it 10 minutes after you leave.
Okay.
You need to consume weed and drive.
No. Or I could just eat it. We could set up and then it'll hit.
I like having everything like pre-set up. Like I like for you to just get here and just we go.
Yeah, but we still futz around.
Yeah, we do. We do. Anyway.
All right, speaking of futzing around in a new space, where are we?
Oh my God, we are in my new place downtown. We moved here. I mean, you might have seen, I don't know what order. Basically, for the next month surrounding this episode or so, there's a lot of weird location changes. Sometimes we're here, sometimes we're in our old house, sometimes we're against a blank wall. We've been figuring it out, and I feel pretty good about this one. So we might be on the couch in the future, but yes, we are in our new loft in downtown LA, and we are feeling it.
I like it.
I think that it is very much central to life.
Yeah, it's the heart of LA, really.
It's not like you coming from Hermosa to Pasadena, It might be, is it half, would you say?
Oh, less than half.
Beautiful.
I mean, it took me 30 minutes to get here today, maybe less even.
Beautiful. See, that is exactly what we wanted.
But not that Metro girl. It's a different story.
Metro is tough. I feel like I took the Metro once in college, but besides that, I never took it. And then when we were looking at places down here, Will was like, okay, we need to take the Metro. I need to show you where shit is and like how to get around. And it was so convenient if you're staying in downtown. But I feel like we took the Metro from Pasadena here, and it took longer than it would if you would have driven.
Yeah, that's when I came last time and I took the Metro. It took me, I think, an hour to get here from my house, and I had to drive to the Metro station, park, and get on the Metro. And then coming back, it took me an hour and a half because part of the blue line doesn't go underneath or on highways, so it's sitting in traffic, kind of, or it's waiting for stoplights.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, no, that's not good. So maybe it's never gonna happen, but maybe if LA improves the Metro situation, more people start taking it.
They are for the Olympics.
Oh, it's all about the Olympics. Also, I'm not sure if anyone has seen the abandoned graffitied buildings downtown, but I heard that they are also going to be taking care of those for the Olympics as well.
What do you mean?
They're not going to demolish the building because it's too crowded. They don't know how to do it. I think they're just going to paint over all of the graffiti and then put a huge wall up so no one can get in it and give the illusion that it's a semi-done.
Why do they knock it down?
they don't know how.
What do you mean they don't know how?
Because it's too tall. They've never demolished a building that tall downtown.
Oh.
And it's like surrounded by stuff. It's right by the crypto arena. Like,
Yeah.
it's surrounded by a lot of things.
How did they get approval to build that building?
They were in cahoots with I don't know if it was a city council person or our representative, but there was some money exchanged. There was a donation or several.
Know what? I'm going to vote all the House of Representatives that represent us out.
I want to vote
Goodbye.
everyone out at this point. Like, what? I want to vote everyone out at this point. Mm-hmm. What the hell is going on? Anyway, so.
What's really going on?
What the hell is really going on? Truly. What's really going on is that I finally caught up on the Traitors and I'm obsessed with it. And we need to talk about reality TV because I feel like you and I are both reality TV girlies. Mm-hmm. We grew up watching MTV and reality shows and we still do and we love it. What is it like about reality TV that really gets you?
So I love that we kind of watch different things, but then we're now starting to like our reality TV moons are like crossing, you know?
Yeah, because I
we're
feel like
you watch eclipse moment.
Do you watch you watch competition shows, right?
Yeah, I have to talk about the challenge because the challenge is my favorite show of all time. Like,
wow. It has 30 seasons?
It's about to have its 40th season.
Oh, my Lord.
It's had little spin-offs. So for me, because we're MTV childhood girlies, like I remember, I don't even know if it was I watched The Real World first or I watched The Challenge first. But I think I watched
Road Rules. Did you ever do Road Rules?
I didn't really watch Road Rules, but I think the first challenge I ever remember, and I don't even know if it was like a real challenge because they also had like spring break challenges or like Champs versus Stars, Champs versus Pro challenges. But there was one where they were like hang gliding but they were hang gliding into a pool, like a resort looking, and they had like little lily pads, and they had to like land on the lily pads.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
This is so hard.
This is like back in the day. And then I remember Battle of the Sexes, and they would do like fun challenges like covering themselves in like honey, and then they have to get the honey off and all that. But it was always people from Road Rules and The Real World, right? Well, it was. And then recently now they have people from Love Island. They have people from The Bachelor.
Who do they have from The Bachelor?
They had a Bachelor contestant on, and they had a Bachelor on. I can't remember which one it was, but they had who was the girl who dated Johnny Bananas? But she was also on The Bachelor. I forget her name. She's an influencer. She's blonde.
Ooh, I don't know. I'm very curious to know who that is, though.
Here, I'll tell you right now.
Because I am a Bachelor girly.
Most people now come from Big Brother or Survivor. And so
that makes sense.
Nico and I, like, during the pandemic were, I forget. It was because of Chicks in the Office. The Chicks in the Office had Johnny Bananas on.
Oh.
And I was like, God, I remember. This is before the pandemic. I was like, I haven't watched the challenge in a while. And then we started watching it, and then our friends started watching it with us. And then now every Wednesday, like, we watch the challenge. Like, we go to our friend Sean's house, watch the challenge. I listen to the official challenge podcast. I listen to Challenge Mania.
Oh my God.
I listen to Johnny Bananas podcast. Like, I'm deep in it.
You are deep. I did not know you were that deep. I knew you listened to Johnny Bananas, but.
Oh, and, well, you won't like him, but Zach Nichols also has a podcast, but he's a Trumper.
Who is Zach Nichols?
He was also on the challenge, but he's hilarious. But sometimes
Is it like one of those alpha male shows?
No, they just live in Michigan and are Trumpers.
Do they talk about that?
Sometimes they talk. He says stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to hear that from you.
Oh God!
But
did you ever watch while you're finding the person? Did you ever watch The Trust on Netflix?
No, but I want to watch that.
I feel like you would love that show, but you reminded me of it because the guy who was on it ended up being like one of those alpha male podcast people.
Oh, Morgan Willett.
Can I see a picture?
I'm looking her up right now. Her?
What season was she on?
She was on.
I don't remember her.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought she was on The Bachelor. I guess she was on Big Brother.
Oh, see, I don't watch Big Brother.
Who?
Although I really do want to watch Big Brother after the Traitors. I want to watch Dan's season.
Let me tell you, I need to watch Dan's season.
You haven't seen it? You don't
No.
watch Big Brother?
No, I tried because there's so many people from Big Brother that have come on to the challenge, and the reality TV world is so incestuous. So like Morgan Willett, did you ever watch X on the Beach?
No.
Oh,
I can't.
Really?
I
Why?
can't. I can't watch X on the Beach. I can't watch Too Hot to Handle, Love Island. Because there's just
Love Island?
There's
Really?
nothing at stake. There's nothing like Too Hot to Handle. It's just like, why are they there?
Jessica Brody and Josh Murray were the ones that were on the challenge, that were on The Bachelor. Do you know who they are?
Can I see their pictures? Oh,
He got out really quickly, though.
His name is Josh or Chase?
Chase.
Chase. Okay, yeah. I remember him from JoJo's season.
Yeah, and then I thought there was
He was on
another
JoJo's
one.
season.
But anyway, not that many, because the Bachelor people are, like they say on the Traitors, dumb.
I mean, wait,
Except for
the challenge
Peter.
is physical, right?
Yes.
So if a
Oh my
bachelor
God.
like Nick Vile on Special Forces, it's like if you're on Special Forces, you could handle that, or do you think it's harder?
It's similar because actually one of the executive producers was in the military. So,
shit.
and when they started, so before it used to be like backyard games. Then they started transitioning into like there was one challenge where they had to do a bunch of like military drills basically. And then the challenge is like now known for hall brawl, which is two guys running, or girls running head to head. And they basically are running through like a narrow hallway, and they have to get to the other side and ring the bell. So
they have to like, you have to get past that other person.
Yeah, but it's basically like a football drill. Like you're running into each other with
God.
helmets. Yeah, it's really dangerous.
I feel like every time that I see something about the challenge, it's like you're gonna jump from this helicopter onto the island, grab the flag, and then like parasail. It's like, what the hell are they having these people do?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Would you ever go on that?
I want to so bad. Please have me on the show.
Are you serious? You think that you could do those challenges? You would want to do that?
Yeah. I would need to get in a lot better physical shape. Like if I had a chance, I would start running. I listened to one guy who was on the challenge, Devin, who was on Are You the One? Second Chances, and now he won 2 seasons ago the challenge. But he was like, he's from Boston, like partier, but like very brainy, smart.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I got ridiculed for not being in like the best physical physique shape. Did you watch Teen Mom?
Yeah.
Corey Wharton. People who don't look like Corey Wharton or are in that line, they're like, oh yeah, you can't do the challenge because you can't run, you can't wrestle, whatever. The way that Devin got in shape, I was like, that is what I would do. He ran on the treadmill listening to a podcast or nothing so that you can get your brain used to running without music to like motivate you. And then he would do puzzles every day. And like he went to the gym and did like CrossFit every day. I would do it. But I'm like, what show am I going to go on? Because no one just like goes on the challenge unless there's like
You should go on The Real World. Are they still doing it?
No. Fuck. I'd have to go on Big Brother, Survivor, most likely, or another reality show and then go on the challenge.
Oh, I would much rather go on Big Brother
I
than
think
Survivor.
I would do Big Brother.
Yeah, Big Brother's a game of wits. Like, I feel like I can do a game of wits.
Yeah.
But the physical stuff, like I don't want to jump from somewhere high. I don't want to be I can't even get in a helicopter.
Survivor, I feel like is more like, can you not be food dependent and still be witty? or have your wits about you. And I
Yes.
am too much of a hangry person that I feel like I wouldn't do well, but I feel like I would do well the challenges. Like, I don't know. I'm really good at trivia. Like, I'm a really good swimmer. I'm good at puzzles.
Do you like
and
to, what do they
strategy.
call it? Cliff jumping and all of that stuff? Do you like the adrenaline?
I like an adrenaline rush.
Oh, God.
Like,
I
I love a
hate an
roller
adrenaline
coaster.
rush. Oh, my God. I hate that.
Oh.
I think it's like if you
We
have.
would be good partners, though, on the challenge.
We would be good on like the Amazing Race. No, the Amazing Race is too much.
Because here's why. You might be like, fuck these challenges, but your social game, your political social game,
I'm very political.
would
Yeah.
dominate.
I
And
agree.
I feel like I would need that in the game, and I could carry us physically.
You know what? I agree with that. If I have you doing the challenges and like killing it for us and I'm like manipulating everybody
Yeah.
into like, okay, we're going to vote. Do they vote people out?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, you vote people into elimination.
Okay. So yeah, I'd be like, you know, how are you feeling? It's like the Traitors. Like that's what I
Yeah.
loved about the Traitors is that you have to just convince people like, okay, they're pointing at me. How can I manipulate this situation to
Yeah.
turn it around on them?
You would be so good at Traitors.
I would love Traitors. The challenges, even on Traitors, though, are a bit much.
Really?
Some of them. Like that last challenge where they had to run and then like rappel down the cliff and make it to the
Oh.
fucking boat. Like
That was fine.
that is too
That wasn't even
much.
that high.
Carrying the catapult up the mountain.
That looked hard.
Girl, I can't
The
do
first
it.
challenge looked really hard, though, where they had to like sprint into the river or wherever they were, the whatever they call it in Scotland. Freezing cold water.
Yep.
Get all those pieces together, then assemble a puzzle in water. Like
That's so real. That's a
cold
lot.
water challenges are that I'm like I hate being in cold water, so I can't even imagine. But they had wetsuits.
I feel like you could rally in cold water.
I think the adrenaline really gets your blood pumping, so you would maybe be
Probably.
okay. But like Johnny Bananas in the first challenge is like swimming without the boat to get I was like, that's crazy.
These people on the challenge, like the people who were on the challenge who went on the Traitors, are another fucking level.
You guys have no idea if you don't watch the challenge. Like CT and Johnny Bananas, like the Mount Rushmore of the challenge is Johnny Bananas, CT, Wes, who's like Nico
Oh
and
my
my
God, I
favorite.
remember Wes from The Real World.
Austin.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I would say the fourth person on there, if we're just talking about guys, is like Jordan, who's like a newer person who he only has one hand, but he crushes.
How does Trishelle do? Because The Real World Las Vegas is my favorite Real World season
Oh, yeah.
ever. I loved like the love triangle between her and Steven and Frank. Did you watch it?
I watched it I don't remember it.
Oh
though.
my God. I
remember
haven't
the
seen it
more
in
newer
years.
version. The Las Vegas that was like the second
Okay,
iteration.
yeah. I haven't seen it since I was little, but I still remember watching it and being like, oh my God, I want to be on The Real World.
So
Like,
she
I
was
love
in a love
Trishelle.
triangle.
Yeah, she ended up going with Steven, but it was like her, Frank, and Steven. She was kind of like
Wow.
playing them both a little bit.
Wait, Frank. I don't remember. Hold on.
I don't think he's been on anything since then, but I think Trishelle, because there were a couple of black girls in the house, I think she also had some racial things happening with her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which, I mean, I would argue she kind of had the same thing happen on the Traitors.
Well,
Peppermint.
that was more, I think, transphobia, but maybe also racial.
It's misogynoir.
Yeah. I don't recognize. Oh, Alton.
Yes. Alton.
From her Real World season.
I still quote him. When he met her, he was like, Trishelle is just so funny. She's just this little girl from Louisiana, and she's just like, sometimes you just don't know sometimes.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, so Trishelle has not been on. She's been on the Challenge All Stars, the first season. That's only on Paramount Plus. So that's like the new spinoff that like is bringing back all the OGs from. Like,
Okay, so she hasn't ever been on the normal challenge.
She has, but it's been years. And
Okay.
she was talking about on a podcast how they asked her to go on the Challenge 40 season that they just left for to go film. And she was like, they didn't offer me any money. I mean, she's a professional poker player. Like,
she is?
I think so. She plays poker professionally or
wow,
like in tournaments.
Trishelle.
Yeah, I mean, she talked about that on Traitors. Like, she is a poker player.
Oh my God, no wonder.
Yeah.
She was looking at everybody at the banishment table, like trying to clock them.
She lives in Vegas, I think, too. Like, she stayed in Vegas. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But
I love it.
It makes sense. These reality shows, like, they need to get with the times.
They really do.
Like, the Traitors is getting with the times.
The Traitors, even watching it, that versus House of Villains, like the Traitors was so well produced and so well done. You could tell they really put time and effort into everything.
Yeah.
And we need to see more of that because especially with the fucking Netflix reality shows, things
Love
are
is
not
Blind.
looking good. The Ultimatum
What happened
is
on the Ultimatum?
a mess.
What happened?
Haven't heard of it or seen it or anything? Do you know the premise?
No, I watched the Ultimate. Oh, you mean how messy it is?
Yes.
Oh.
Messy as hell.
No, I've seen it, and I watched the last season that was like the lesbians.
Oh my God, yes. Messy.
Oh my God.
Messy as hell.
But I'm here for the mess, just like clean it up.
I like the mess for sure. It's just don't make it so contrived. Like there's so much natural mess that's in the world. You don't need to completely change what someone said or edit out part of the conversation and put it in a new conversation to make the mess. Like, especially with Love is Blind this past season, Chelsea got an awful edit and like everyone was hating on her. And then it comes out that they cut out a bunch of stuff that Jimmy was doing and saying.
I see.
And so she looks fucking crazy.
I feel like watching this season of Love is Blind, I feel like even from what I saw, she's justified in how she feels. And I don't feel like I can see why she said it's a bad edit. But for me, I don't feel like it's a bad edit. I'm like, girl, your feelings are justified. He's going out.
But they weren't showing him going out, and like they
never show
him.
any of them go out though. That's my.
I know, no,
that's
but
where I have an issue.
Well, they don't show them going out, and they don't show him acting like differently towards her because she was saying that he was only affectionate towards her when they were filming, and then when they weren't filming, he was like, "I have to work. Like, leave me alone. Whatever."
Oh, well, see. I feel like his reaction of seeing her for the first time said it all for me. Like, I was like, you're fake as fuck.
Yes.
You're not into her. I see through your bullshit. Like, I didn't really
100%.
need to see him not into her because I was like, you're not into her. You're just putting it on for the show.
I could definitely tell by the way he talked that it was fake. Him being like, I kiss you more than any other couple here. Like, I love you the most more than anyone. Like, I love you. You're beautiful. It's like, bitch. It sounded to me like he was trying to convince himself, but I truly think that he was just very hyper aware of the cameras and trying to just act badly. Yeah. Bad acting.
But see, it's a fine line because it's like I want them to treat these people better, give them a better edit. But in order to give them a better edit, they need to be on their asses like the real world was.
1,000,000%. We need cameras in the corners of rooms, in the bookshelf. Like even the Traitors had that. They had cameras like above the stairs so they could see everything that. Why are you only filming these people from 5 to 9 or 6 to 10 or whatever the fuck it was?
Yeah, that's crazy. Go to the bars with them.
Literally.
Go see what they're doing at the bars.
They should have captured Jeremy and Cyan.
I was just going to say that.
They should have. There is no excuse.
You were there with her, talking to her till 5 a.m. Listen, I've talked to men till 5 a.m. And I don't think I've ever talked.
Ooh.
Till 5 a.m.
Till 5 a.m. You're just talking, and then you just took her back to her place, but you didn't go in or kiss her goodbye or anything. It's
like,
a little suspect.
My first date with Nico, we were in the car for 2 hours. What do you think we were doing in the car for 2 hours? Like, we're not sitting there looking at each other talking. Like,
I'm not buying it. And the behavior
of her
at the reunion, my problem is, I'm going to say something controversial here. I don't like it when women say that they get along with men better, or when they act like I just get along with guys better, like there's no drama, like women are so so dramatic.
That's not controversial.
Everybody's jealous of me. It is controversial because the pick me girls.
No, that's
will
a
come
pick
for
me
you.
girl.
That is a pick me girl.
Come for us.
They're
I
gonna
don't
come
care.
for us, and you know what? I don't give a fuck. I don't want to be friends with you anyway because you're fake. You're fake. What the hell do you have in common with a man that you don't have in common with women?
Oop.
And I feel like women clock things, and all of the other women on Love is Blind clocked Sarah Ann, and they distanced themselves. Notice how everyone else on the show, they all hang out, they all talk, but Sarah Ann, none of them are fucking with her because she's a pick-me. Period. And they should have caught that. They also should have caught Brittany and Kenneth and that whole situation.
Okay, so I have to ask you, do you think he's gay? Because those are the rumors online.
I actually don't.
You don't?
Now, I'm not saying my gaydar is perfect, but I don't see that. I don't. I think I think there's a tendency to look at black men who aren't super, like, macho forward, like, you know, as effeminate and weak, and then that translates to gay. And I just, like, don't really buy that. I think he's, like, he just seems like a sweet, sensitive person who was on his phone way too fucking much, but still.
Because I don't really know, or I never grew up with men. They're from the South. So I feel like there are men who are really religious who won't have sex with you until marriage. Like, I've never met someone like that. So regardless of their race, I would be like, maybe you are gay? I don't know.
Oh, if they are waiting till marriage.
Yeah. And, like, not, I don't know. I got nothing from their relationship, like when they were together. And also just him not even being interested in her at all. Like, she wasn't attracted to him, but he was not into her at all.
That is weird because she is like the most beautiful person ever.
Right.
Like, I would be shook if I were him and I walked out at the reveal and was like, oh my God, this is who I picked.
That's what made me think he might not be into women, because
who the fuck wouldn't be into Brittany?
yeah, she was so cute.
Oh my God, so cute and so sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them. Apparently they are besties that text and call each other every day now.
There you go.
Which is also like,
yeah,
supporting
like,
the
come
theory.
on. But I mean, they just seem like besties.
Absolutely. They have bestie energy.
He's giving GBF.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, who knows?
I don't care. Whether you are or you aren't, it doesn't matter. Not trying to out anybody, but
his own cousin was outing him.
Right.
So let's talk about that if you want to talk about outing people.
Well, you want to talk about other people outing people? Did you see the stuff with AD? I think I sent it to you.
Oh, the sugar daddy? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Explain that for the peeps.
So one of who is she with? Clay's best friends posted on Instagram or TikTok like screenshots of, I think, either AD or him saying, I think, that AD had a sugar daddy the whole time that she was on the show and even afterwards, and that he was paying for her stuff and this, that, and the other, and she was financially, that was what they didn't show on the show, that she was financially not stable at all, and that was what Clay's massive hang up was with her. That
he kind of mentioned that.
Yeah, but they didn't go into
it. Sentence,
like,
and it was
go
like, wait,
into
what?
it. There was that first couple on the first season. I forget their name. They're still married.
Lauren and Cameron.
No. The other couple.
Barnett.
Yes.
And
Barnett.
Amber.
And Amber. Yeah. I think it was Amber. I think it was them, where Amber was like, I have a lot of debt. I have student loans. And Barnett was like, oh, shit. Like, he wasn't sure if he should marry her or not, because when you get married, your debt, your spouse's debt is your debt. Mm-hmm. And so you take on all that financial burden. And so I think for Clay, that was what it was for him. But they didn't go into it at all. And I also feel like that gives him a bad edit, because it's like, well, yeah.
He got an awful edit.
He got a horrible edit. I understand that. Listen, maybe he shouldn't. He bamboozled all of us at the altar, but
He sure did. Although I saw a clip on TikTok of him mouthing no to her before she was going to give the answer.
Yeah.
And so I feel like he was trying to hint it, but he caught all of us off guard.
I just think, like, yeah, you don't need to get married. He wanted to be with her, but he didn't want to get married right now, which, like, if they had shown us what the hell her financial situation was or alluded a little bit to that, then I think the audience would have been like, yeah, you shouldn't get married.
I think the main thing, though, is that she was working at a club that her ex-boyfriend was her boss at. So I don't know if he owns the club or what.
Oh.
And she was doing realty stuff. But
I think the TikTok also said, like, she's never sold a house in her life or something.
So she's a realtor, but she was working at this club, quit before she got on the show because she's like, I can't be marrying someone and still working for my ex. And then just didn't work the entire time on the show.
And then I thought they alluded to her on the show being a Patriots cheerleader.
Yeah, she is a
never
former
went into
cheerleader.
that either.
I know. We missed a lot of AD. All we saw was her getting jokes made at her expense and being sexualized by other people.
Awful.
Jimmy. Actually, it was Jimmy was doing it behind her back, and then Chelsea made it in front of her face. It was really sad.
Also, why are Nick Lachey and Vanessa Lachey still the hosts? I thought we...
Did you ever watch his reality show?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went back
Chicken
on
of the
YouTube.
Sea.
Yes. We all hee ha ha'd back in the day. I went back on YouTube. Newlyweds is on YouTube. Also, the Ashley Simpson show is also on YouTube in case you want to watch it. But if you watch that show, he is so fucking rude to her.
Really?
He is so fucking rude. He belittles her. He talks to her like she's stupid. Like everything that she says, he's just like, ugh, really?
Well, he said that he wishes he never did that reality show because he knew his marriage was over before they did it. But I was like, you just got married.
Right.
Yeah.
It was Newlyweds.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Or maybe it was like the second season. He was like, I wish we hadn't done it. Because I think in the first season, he's not like that.
Okay,
And then the
he
second
was over
season So.
Yeah, he was not nice to her. I was like, oh my God.
But also, like, I don't know. They're problematic. So do we need them both?
We definitely don't. I started watching Love is Blind Sweden, but it's hard for me because you have to give it your full attention because it's like subtitles. But they have very likable hosts. It's like Swedish people, but like there have got to be other options.
Like Tom Hanks and his wife would be great.
I feel like they're too.
If you're trying to put a successful, famous couple to be the hosts, do them. No.
They're too boring. They're not going to ask, what needs to be asked. They're not going to.
Who would be better hosts?
A successful Hollywood relationship.
I would have said like Lala and Carmelo Anthony, but they're divorced.
Oh, I didn't even know they were divorced.
I think they are.
Oh, no.
If they're not. Aisha Curry and Stephen Curry.
They would be great. That is a great example, even though we all know what happens with Steph Curry. Allegedly.
Is he dribbling on the side?
He's dribbling a lot, which all basketball players kind of are in a way.
Or Sierra and
Russell Wilson. They would be excellent.
Yeah.
Honestly, see how many fucking options there are? Lauren and Cameron, honestly, would also be great.
Oh my God. That's who should do it.
Lauren and Cameron.
What are they doing?
They have to be in a situation where they have been asked to do that because I know they were asked to come on the reunion and be one of those stupid, useless people on the side, but they rejected it. I think there's some
They rejected
beef.
it?
Yeah.
Why?
They had another engagement. But I feel like there's been some shade towards Love is Blind. I don't know. I feel like they don't really fuck with them anymore.
Well, because they also say, I think they get away with murder by calling it an experiment. You notice how they always say experiment and they never say reality show? I think they get away with
And they try to
more.
like take it more seriously because of that. Like this isn't, Love Island. This isn't bullshit. This is an experiment for love. And it's like, no, it's a reality show. You're trying to entertain people. You're trying to make people look crazy for views.
Do you think Love is Blind?
No, I don't. There's never been a couple where They fell in love in the pods, saw each other, and weren't physically attracted, and stayed together. Either they found each other attractive and they liked each other and it worked randomly.
But maybe we didn't know if they weren't, because like who was a couple you were just saying from season 1?
Lauren and Cameron?
Like Lauren had never dated a white guy before.
Yeah, but when they saw each other, it was like they like each other.
But they loved each other before they saw each other.
Right, but so did Zach and Adina or whatever her name was. Like, everybody loves each other before they see each other. Jimmy and Chelsea loved each other before they saw each other. But I think that when you see someone, it's really hard to get past someone who you're not even remotely attracted to. It's not even that they're not your usual type. It's just that, like, I'm not feeling you at all.
Yeah.
Like, love is not blind. Do you agree?
I don't know. I think love can be blind. Because I wasn't, like, super physically attracted to Nico when I started dating him for the first time.
Oh, so you just kind of, like, kept up with it?
I really liked his, so for me, I don't really have a type. Like, I have a physical type that I'm attracted to, but I feel like I don't need to date that person necessarily. Like, I might not be, like, emotionally attracted to them. And with Nico, I was emotionally attracted to him. I really got along with him. He made me laugh, like, and his kiss, like, he was the best kiss I had ever had when I first kissed him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you kind of like fell in love with his personality and it made him more attractive even though he wasn't like who you normally would.
Yeah.
Like.
And then when he got a haircut, I gave him another chance.
See, you didn't say that on the Valentine's Day episode. That it was because of the haircut. I thought it was because of the business card.
It was both. It was a lot. It was a lot at once. Like, he had met my mom. My mom had told him to, like, give him a chance. I had some things going on the side that I had to clean up. And then he came over to my house when I lived in Westchester, and he came with, like, a fresh haircut. And I remember being like, whoa.
Sometimes all it takes is a haircut or a beard or something.
I swear to God. I swear.
That's
because he used to have hair, like, pretty long in college. And I was just like, it wasn't for me. Yeah. I think love can be blind, but I think it's very, very rare and really hard to find.
I agree. I think the people who have found love on Love is Blind are 1 in a million, truly. But the major point of this episode is really that Traitors is superior. I'm going to start watching Big Brother. I want to watch The Challenge as well. We need to just make reality TV shows good again, is really what it comes down to. Make them good. Capture things.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make everything so contrived.
I want to understand, and you tell me, maybe you already know, how did Dan fake his own death on Big Brother? I don't understand that.
I didn't even know he did that. I have no idea.
That's why he's so... So we need to watch and find out.
We do need to watch that.
Yeah.
I got to see what's going on with Janelle as well on Big Brother.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know.
But we could do those Big Brother challenges.
Those are easy.
They're like puzzle based.
Yeah, I could definitely
pretty
do that.
much.
What is our high idea of the week?
Our high idea of the week is, I feel like we never see anyone doing or anyone smoking or getting high. Mm-hmm. We need to have a high reality show where you do challenges that are like weed related. So like, who can blow push air up, like that ball thing.
Oh yeah.
Like basically like breathing, pushing challenges, things like that.
But more like, I can imagine it being like, it's an obstacle course in the yard and it's like you have to jump through the smoke rings.
Yeah.
And like stuff like that.
Who can smoke the bong the fastest? Who can eat the most edible brownies?
Oh,
and be
shit.
Okay, like
maybe not that one.
Maybe
the
not
ambulance
that.
on standby.
Yeah. Or who can roll a joint the fastest?
It's like stuff that it's for high people. Like,
yeah.
It's all weed related.
Yeah.
And they're kind of dumb.
And you live in a house together and And then you kind of see what goes on. And I think a lot of it would be probably chill, because I think you throw alcohol into the mix, there are fights.
Yes,
right?
I agree.
You throw
tensions
weed
are
into
high.
the mix, everybody's really chill. So it might not be that entertaining, but I feel like we need to we'd have to put some stuff out there.
Dude, like, you really threw me under the bus during our challenge. Like, I feel like I have to vote you out tonight.
Yeah. Or they're getting really deep, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. She and I both had like sibling trauma growing up. And so I understand why she voted that way. But yeah.
Yeah.
It needs to happen. I'm seeing, like a Hi Big Brother vibe.
I would watch it.
I would watch it.
But it would be funny too, because
Immediately.
then maybe some of them would get paranoid.
Yes. Wait,
You
we
know?
should do this.
Yeah, I
This is
know.
so good.
That would be so good. Like, they're like in their room. They're like, this bitch is going to vote me out, but I'm going to vote her out first.
See, this is the kind of thing where like the producers would be planting seeds.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you hear that Jenny was telling that person that she was going to vote you out? And it's like, wait, what? She said that? And then it just kind of like creates shit.
Or you say something and then you're like, whoa, my mind is blown.
Yeah, like someone says something innocuous and then you look into it and you're like, wait,
Yeah.
was she saying that because she's going to vote me out?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like people are funny when they're high. So I feel like it would be funny,
Yes.
entertaining, and less dramatic.
Yes, could not agree more.
Yeah.
And our quote for this week is a take from Ramona Singer, but I changed it up a little bit. Reality TV is an acquired taste. You don't like it? Acquire some taste.
Period.
Reality TV is sociology, it's psychology, it's relationships, it's an anthropological study, truly.
I'm excited to be entering my Bravo reality TV era.
Oh
with
my
you
God, so good.
as
So
my
good.
shepherd.
And I will be entering my competition show era with
Yeah.
you as my shepherd.
See, we're eclipsing.
Traitors brought us together. And Vanderpump Rules, I would say.
Definitely Scandal. Yeah.
Yes. And with that,
Bye,
bye, girlies.